A shocking loss for the Celtics in Game 1 last night against the New York Knicks. It would have been shocking no matter how it happened, but it happened in dramatic fashion with the Celtics blowing a 20-point lead on their home court in Game 1, the opener of the series. That was shocking. You don't get shocked by much in the second round of the NBA playoffs in a Game 1. That result to me was.
They out-rebounded them, I think, 10? 10 rebounds? Played at home. We're up by 20. Blew it. They had foul trouble. I don't know where to start.
What's it mean for the series?
I think you got a series. I really do. I think you got a series now. No, I'm serious.
No.
This will go 6.
No.
They're not going to win 4 in a row. That team will not win. They play like that, they will not win 4 in a row.
Celtics in 5.
McCone? Minimum 6.
I'm with Zoe. I think this is going to go 6 games.
You'll be nervous in Game 6.
You are going to win this series. Here's my big takeaway from last night.
They're going to make you nervous through 6.
I now have long-term concerns for the Celtics moving forward because I thought last night, when it really mattered, when the chips were down in those final few minutes, you're the team that has the more experienced roster.
Where's your guys?
Your team has been together longer, and you got out-executed by the New York Knicks. And that should be the trump card when you take on an Oklahoma City or even a Cleveland moving forward, that you have the experience.
Yeah.
You've been in those moments before. You've been through those wars.
Way too experienced. And
it was New York last night that looked like they were the team that had that experience. And that would be my concern moving forward.
I thought when Drew Holiday hit that 3, and when they were starting to come back there, and Drew Holiday hit that 3, like gave him a little bit of a cushion. I thought this is where the experienced guys, to your point, were going to take over. That's what you brought Holiday in for. I mean, how many Eastern Conference Finals has Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown been in? I don't know if they're dealing with some issues with Brown with the knee. You could say Tatum. This isn't going to be 4 hours that they just missed the 3, is it? Just missed it. They make their shots, they win. Are we going to do that today?
No, I think there's more to it. I mean, it was a lot of threes, by the way, by the Celtics last night.
Post game, they liked their looks. Like I think
60.
They're going to continue to do what they do.
They attempted 60. They only made 15, but they tried 60.
Mm-hmm. But that's what they do. And Joe didn't seem to have a problem with it. Like, wait, most of the shot I liked our looks. Tatum liked his looks he got. Maybe he could defer next time. Maybe take a 2 or 3. I don't know. 3 2s or something. They're going to just play their game, and that's what's going to happen here. You better come out shooting and be on fire, because I don't think they have the ability to adapt. Joe should have called a timeout when they kept missing. Say, you know what? We're changing it up. We're going inside. They don't have anybody go inside. I thought Tatum and Brown could blow by guys. Tatum had a guy on him with 5 fouls.
Well, yeah, no, by the way, I love that. So at halftime,
just shoot threes, continue to shoot threes.
Breaking down all the defensive mismatches that the Knicks have to deal with.
Yeah.
Why does it matter if you're just jacking up 3? It doesn't matter if Brunson's on Tatum. It doesn't matter if Karl Anthony Towns is on Tatum. No. He's just going to shoot a 3?
Yeah.
What mismatch? Not taking him to the basket. It doesn't matter.
Celtics are going to do what they do. What, are they going to come out with some magic two-point game and down in the paint? Next game? No. I was this close to turning it off when they were up 20. I mean, they're gonna run away with this thing. They're gonna win by 25-30 because I had no faith in the Knicks. But boy, they had some sack at the end of this game.
They did, and not for nothing, by the way.
And you could feel.
I give them more credit for the overtime than anything else.
Well, yeah.
What?
The Knicks.
Oh yeah,
right. I mean,
and your team tightening up.
Did the Celtics blow the lead, or did the Knicks come storming back?
Well,
in regulation.
Well, you got to give them credit for hitting the shots. It's a little bit of both.
It is a little bit of both. And 19 of 20 attempts being 3s in the third quarter, by the way. Hey, you know what? And some of them might be good attempts. That's fine. But maybe we slow this down and get a real good look at the rim.
Right.
Right?
Where's the analytical boy that's looking? Hey,
that's kind of my point. Which is the Celtics. This only happened because the Celtics allowed it to happen.
Right. Where's Mr. Analytical guy that's on the computer when the timeout happens? You're in the third. Hey, Joe. 19 to 20. Switch it up.
They fell asleep. They were up 20. They thought the game was over. They didn't step on the Knicks' throat. They didn't try to put that lead at 30. They slowed down. They took their foot off the gas, and that was stupid. That was.
Yeah,
and they got burned.
Then
they got their ass kicked in overtime.
Well, and that's my biggest concern, right? When those final 2 minutes hit, and in overtime, you should be the team with the experience that's executing down the stretch. You have that experience. You've won a championship. You've been to the Eastern Conference Finals countless times as a group.
Their asses got tight. Call
And
for
yet
what it is again.
New York that was executing down the stretch and finishing. Quite frankly, that game should not have gone to overtime. Brunson makes that 99 out of 100 times.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, Al did affect it, I think, a little bit. There's some length there. But I'm with you. He hits that. They tightened up. Watch the series again, the final 2 series. Who's wanting the ball? Then he designed a play to get it to Brown? Then you get the ball stolen off you? That's after a timeout. Wolf.
Specifically, by the way, down the stretch, because I thought Derek White made winning plays. I thought Drew Holiday was really good in his first game back last night. It was your big 2. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum did not show up in the second half in overtime.
Did you hear Brown after the game?
Yeah.
In those moments when the other team's got momentum, we can't just fire up threes. We've got to get to the free throw line, get to the paint, get to the basket, and then maybe the next three-pointer feels a little bit better. How
In
about
those moments when the other team got momentum, we can't
I just read
fire up threes.
Wait a second. I hope he's referring to him and Tatum, and that's it.
Yes.
Who's he talking about there?
There's only so many people that took threes.
I mean,
I feel like we just settled in the second half.
You
a lot.
settled for threes?
not
But
we.
We'll look at it and we'll make adjustments.
You.
Who settles for threes?
Jaylen Brown.
Oh, shit.
You.
Got to take another 3.
You. The ball is in your hand.
What does that even mean,
Dude.
settle for threes?
I hate the we stuff when crap goes wrong. That guy's never been afraid to celebrate his personal successes, right? Which I don't fault him for. But, man, I was hoping for a little bit more leadership there. Like, yeah, you're the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. You're the Finals MVP a year ago. And now when things go badly in a game, put it on yourself. Say me. Say I. The we.
Our guy, our guy, Cerrone Battle, posted this morning. Said he had nightmares about it. Look at the shot selection chart in the third quarter. Look at the one bucket attempted inside the paint. Every single shot was outside the arc.
Yeah, it was 19 of 20 were for 3 in the third quarter. And look, I've seen it, by the way, at the open threes, and they were good looks, and that's fine, right? Maybe you weren't taking contested threes. But when you have Jalen Brunson in foul trouble, not guarding anybody, you can blow right. He's not going to foul you. Karl Anthony Towns has 5 fouls. Like, you had an opportunity to change the game by attacking those 2 players. So, yes, they might be open threes, but bigger picture there, if you actually attacked some of those guys, it's a different outcome in the game.
That's coaching then. That's like,
Yeah,
hey,
I don't think that was a good performance by your head coach last night.
No, I don't.
Joe got outcoached last night. That's our guy. He got outcoached last night. You call the timeout, say, hey, guys, attack this guy. Let's get him out.
You enjoy
He's
the
not good.
inbounds plays at the end of regulation, the end of overtime? Do you guys like those plays?
Brutal.
Stunning. It's like it reminds you of years past when you choked against like Golden State. and
Some
stuff.
questionable non-timeouts. I know
Yeah.
he doesn't like to call
Yeah, keep
timeouts
it
in
rolling.
some of
I know
those
that.
situations,
That's
but
him.
General rule, when you get the ball back with 17 seconds, down 3, you like to get a shot off.
Yeah.
You like
Yeah.
to get one attempt.
yeah, you
That
prefer
did
it.
not happen.
You
Especially
prefer
with
it to
that
go
one.
that way.
Yeah.
Okay, but big picture in this series, I'm not concerned.
No. You are the better team.
I'm not concerned.
But there are issues with this team moving forward in terms of winning banner 19. I'm sorry. And those showed up last night. And that felt a lot like, by the way, those games pre-championship when you let your foot off the gas, when you got too cocky, and you've seen that time and time again with this team prior to last year. And that cropped up again last night, which I thought this team was past.
First time they've trailed in a series in years. 2 years it has been since that happened to the Celtics. We'll talk more about it because I actually think that this could turn into a huge positive. That game last night may have woken up the beast that is the Celtics.
Well, that's if you use it. Like secretly, maybe Joe loves that this happened, but he sounded like he liked the plan of attack last night.
They should be embarrassed today. That
Yeah.
team should feel embarrassed that they lost that game. That was an embarrassing, shocking loss. So pull it together.
You're the front story on Good Morning America. This is like we talked about this yesterday with like the Knicks. Like, why do people like the Knicks? What
They're
have
the
they done?
top
they haven't done
story
damn
on
thing.
Good Morning America.
We're right there. They're all going gaga all over it. Strahan, all of them. Like, whoa, look at the Knicks. Like, yeah, I get it. It's your city. You all live there. You do your morning show from there. It's nice. They won't advance. But you lost to that team. Yeah.
Jason Tatum after the game, couldn't convert. He doesn't sound alarmed. The Celtics don't sound alarmed. And I think that's the right thing. Don't be alarmed. Be embarrassed.
So
be embarrassed and don't let this happen again.
Well, here's my question. Is the message of settling? So you heard it from Brown. He said, we settled. Tatum echoed, we settled. Was it told to them post-game by the coach? Did the coach think we settled? Or is that just your two superstars saying, looked at each other at the game like, man, we got to take it to the rim next time? Because I hope that's the case because that's where you rely on experience, right? You got two superstars, highly paid. They've been in these spots. They should know, we're up 20. Let's bang it inside for a couple.
They did not think they were going to lose the game.
No.
And that's what it comes down to. No. They didn't think they were going to lose the game. They were up 20. Then they were up 10. They didn't think they were going to lose, which is why they didn't do any of those things, which is why they kept settling, which is their way of saying, damn it, we should have just extended that lead to 30, is what we should have done. We should have focused on that. Instead, they were just going to coast because they don't take the Knicks seriously, because they had beaten this team in 8 of the last 9 matchups. They've dominated them all year long, going back to the very beginning. Remember the start of the year? Remember October against this team?
Yeah, I mean, you hit your threes in that game.
Yeah, I think so. They were trying to set records against this team. And the truth is, they know that most nights they are not going to shoot that poorly from 3. My fear about them is this. This would be my fear for them. They say, we could do this exactly the same the next game and it'll go our way. Because we're not going to shoot 15 to 60 again. We're going to do better. We'll have more of those shots land, and we'll be on the right side of this.
Yeah, well, they're fine then.
And that's kind of like this purely analytical view of, your shooting percentage will balance out over a larger sample, which is typically true.
Yes.
But, hey, next time, just for peace of mind, take it to the rim a little bit. Hey, next time, exploit the guys that are playing with 5 fouls.
That's your in-game adjustment to the series, yes.
Have a better awareness of what the hell you're doing out of timeouts. Have a better understanding of what it is you're going to do on an inbounds play to be able to get yourself a better look.
Or just
do
rely
all of those things.
Rely on your gut, right? At some point, instead of just the analytical numbers. That's great and all for the regular season, but now you're in a series now. And things are going to change. And sometimes the analytics don't line up. And that's where the gut feel, the coaching, the experience of a player, good player, should take over in leadership.
Yeah, but I think the gut, if you're saying that about these players, the gut is to take the 3.
That's what scares you.
So that's...
you should kill this team. You should take it inside.
They will kill this team.
No, they will. I'm with you on that. Yeah, absolutely.
Anthony's soft. You could go right at him.
I mean, it was just a stupid performance from a team that we don't typically think is that stupid.
No question. Yes.
That should have been like a statement game. Game 1 at home. That's what I said yesterday. Slap them. Don't let this team think they could be in it.
Well, it was trending that way, too. Like you said, up 20 in the third quarter, but Karl Anthony Towns sits out at the end of that first half because he's in foul trouble. Comes back in the third quarter, and Towns was melting down to start the third quarter. Absolutely falling apart, and it did feel like all of a sudden you had that team on the ropes, and it was kind of like, you know what, we cannot hang with them at all. And then all of a sudden it flips when Anunoby hits a couple of threes, and they're off and running. But
that's pretty good.
You had an opportunity there for a knockout punch, and you let it slip away big time. No question.
Here's what's going to happen now. The next 48 hours, or less than that, 36 hours, will be filled with Kendrick Perkins and with Nick Wright.
Shaq.
And with all of the guys on the sets across the NBA media landscape, right? And what's going to happen is they are all going to say mostly negative things about Joe Mazzulla. Maybe Perk calls Joe Mazzulla bird brain again. Or bird. How did he do it? He said the bird flies backwards.
Something.
Whatever it was. He basically called him a bird brain. Maybe he does that again. Someone gets on Tatum. Someone gets on Brown. We got on Brown. Thought his postgame could have been a little bit more specific to himself, considering he missed 4 threes in the third quarter and then got put on the bench for a time. So I think maybe a little more accountability would have been nice. But they're going to get hammered now for a day.
Yeah.
And the New York Knick-loving media is going to be all over the Celtics, and then they're going to wake up. And then they're going to say, F this, and they're going to put their foot on the gas from here on out. It might be the thing they needed, because I'm telling you, they did not take the Knicks seriously, and it showed up in game 1. I get why they wouldn't take the Knicks seriously. I don't take them seriously, but you still got to prevent the stupidity that played out last night.
If you take his brain out
Yeah.
and you put it in the bird,
Oh.
the bird is going to start flying backwards.
Okay, all right. So he's not a bird brain, but his brain would not properly function within the skull of a bird. Got it. Neat.
I believe there is a difference.
But I think they're going to get pissed off. I think that's what's going to happen. And they should.
They should be.
They should get pissed off. They're going to hear it. They should hear it. 617-779-0985. Also, what happened with Porzingis last night?
Weird stuff, huh?
Illness.
Sick?
What's he got going on?
Butterflies. I don't know.
No, but I don't know. Is it just a 24-hour thing, or because on the broadcast and post game, some people are trying to connect the dots for the time that was missed prior.
Why wouldn't you?
That was weeks ago, right? So is that still lingering?
I don't know. It was
that's
like a Red Sox
concerning if
spring
that's still
training.
lingering.
It was such a bizarre.
Do we even know what it was?
No, because
No.
they don't know what it is, and they've said that they tried to figure out what it is he was sick with, and they couldn't do it. They ran every test under the sun trying to figure out what kept him out for that period of time. So I think it's only natural when he misses time in a playoff game to say, is this that same mystery illness that he had been dealing with creeping back in? Is he getting sick again? That's why I think it's that's a little bit concerning. I would love to tell you like, oh, he just had too many tacos on Cinco de Mayo.
Right,
on the drive-thru.
I honestly,
You know,
I'd rather
and
that
went
be
through
the
him-
case. Yeah.
Went through him like a laser beam.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That stuff happens.
I had that taco taco bowl.
Yeah,
yesterday.
how'd that work out for you?
We were racing home.
Yeah. Yeah, so a taco bowl for Porzingis yesterday.
You go to
and then
Chili's
maybe
last
that's
night,
it.
so?
No. I had a sweaty lip driving down my driveway. I'm like, I think I left the driver's door open.
Car
This
running.
close from going outside.
Should have played that yesterday. A nice look back. Five-year anniversary of Zoe berating the staff at Chili's.
45-minute pickup. My ass. 2.5 hours.
We're all in this together, right?
Yeah.
No,
oh,
we're not. No, we're not.
Yep.
No, nobody set up a system. God.
If you like that clip, check out more videos from Zolak and Bertrand here. For more Celtics analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. And for all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.